So you can see yourself the whole time. You know
I think that makes me more nervous.
Really? You think so?
I don't know. I have a square on my head, so I'm like, you know.
Oh, like a what on your head?
The square?
Oh, the square.
So it's like Call of Duty, you know? But
Yeah, okay. What's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we're gonna mukbang. And we're doing it with my main man, Matty Chains. He's dope.
We're here.
No doubt, no doubt. So
In and
what we
out.
eating, man? Hell yeah.
After my some more in and out. That's a joke I took from my homie Louis. Shout out to my boy Louis.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Lou. So what we eating, man?
In and out. I mean, everyone knows. If you're from California, you know In and Out.
Yeah.
And if you don't like In and Out, you're from California, you need to move out.
Right?
Straight up.
And all these haters out there, right? Talking all this.
Yeah. All that Wakala burger and all that. Hell no.
Wakala.
Yeah. So I got obviously the animal style fry. I usually don't get this. I really don't. You catch my girl. I never get it. Since it's a mukbang, we're gonna do it.
There you go. Special occasion.
Special occasion.
And we also got some burgers. You gonna grab your burger?
I just got the double full of napkin too. They did me dirty, but it's all good.
And I actually got 2 veggie burgers. What do you guys think?
And we got, JD never seen this before, so I had to get it just to show him. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it, man, but I'm gonna have to. Damn, this shit don't open.
There you go. Okay.
We got 2 Flying Dutchmen.
There you go.
Secret menu right there.
So wait, how do you order it?
You just ask for Flying Dutchman. It's secret, but not that secret.
Yeah. So what is it? It's just 2 patties?
It's just 2 patties with cheese. I put grilled onions in there.
Oh, okay. And so you just eat it like that without the bread?
Yeah, without the bread.
Okay.
I usually order this for my dog.
Oh, fair enough.
No,
fair
real
enough.
shit. That's my dog's meal when we go to In and Out.
So,
we're bougie, huh? Buying my dog In and Out.
I know,
shit.
hey.
That's my girl. That's my girl, everybody, not me.
Well, let's dig in.
Let's dig in.
I wanted to invite Matty Chains over to talk to you guys.
I'm gonna be a while because I had to take this fucking napkin out my cheese.
It's all good. It's all good. No worries. No worries. I consider Matty Chains the king of Coachella.
Nah.
That's what I think.
I guess. That's what a lot of people know me for.
So I just wanted to talk to him and get his perspective on Coachella and just everything that's been going on. Also from all around his history with Coachella. And as you can see, you know, I got my Coachella shirt on, 2018. It's when Eminem.
I'm hella salty that I didn't even know that they sold that because I really would have wanted one of those.
Well, I grew up an Eminem fan, right? When I saw it, well, first of all, I was excited that he was gonna be at Coachella.
Yeah.
And then I had to get the merch. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask you an honest question.
Okay.
You might be dipping too far, but
Okay.
were you satisfied by his performance? And it's just a yes or a no.
100% yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I was kind of disappointed.
Really?
Yes.
Even with the 3D stuff?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Only because 50 Cent came
Wait.
out.
Let's dig in.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, hold on.
50
And I got my boy Herman, Sneakers of LA.
We gotta shout him out.
LA.
Yep. Does he have an Instagram?
Yes, sneakerheads.la.
Okay. His name is what? What's his name? Herman?
Herman.
All right, shout out to Herman.
I think. I might be wrong, but I think it's
You know what?
Herman.
When I edit this, we'll put the correct one.
His famous saying is sneakerheads are dead.
Okay.
That's true.
Oh, that's what you have in the back, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it
that's
says in the
awesome.
back.
You know what? I seen that a couple weeks ago on someone else. I don't know what
Oh,
it was.
yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's the homie from LA.
No.
He's a Dodger fan, so.
Yeah. Shout out to Padres. Shout out to Go Padres.
That's
right. So I interrupted you. You said 50 Cent.
Yeah. 50 Cent, when he came out with Eminem, to that point, I was falling asleep.
Really?
Real shit. I mean, I like
Wow.
Eminem. I'm not a super diehard fan.
Yeah.
I like him, but his performance wasn't what I expected. Because, I mean, I seen when he did the Up and Smoke tour here in San Diego, my older brother went, and he
You
had
have
video.
napkins? You got one? All right, thanks, man.
Yes.
So, talk to me about your Up and Smoke experience.
My what?
Your Up and Smoke
Oh,
experience.
no. That wasn't me. Like they said Hocus Pocus. I was like, what? Oh, so the Hocus Pocus. You see, you got me on that shit now. No, the Up and Smoke tour was my brother, my older brother.
Yeah.
He went when they were here at Court Amphitheater, and he had video of it, and I mean...
Of what?
Of the whole...
Oh, you didn't go?
I didn't go.
Why not?
I was too young.
Okay.
So it was like 2000, what was it like?
It was 2001.
2002 maybe?
Well, when they were, because the album came out in 99. I think they were touring 2000, 2001.
Alright, so at that time I was...
You know what? I think I'm a year older than you. Huh?
So he's
Well,
grandpa status. Nah, I was born 88, so I don't even know how old I was in 2001. But anyways, my mom said, nope, not happening. So my brother went, and I went to drop him off with my dad.
Wow.
I remember I was crying. I was like, oh, I want to go. And my dad's like, get your ass in the car.
Yeah.
We take off, and he had video of Eminem's performance. And you know, back then Eminem was
Of course, that man was
I'm
Eminem.
like, hella mad. I will sit there and watch this fool's video.
I mean, it was his prime.
Exactly. So then when I saw him at Coachella, maybe it's because he's sober, I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a little different. And in and out, you gotta stop putting so much fucking lettuce in this damn thing.
So, okay, you know what? I want to share my Up in Smoke story.
You what?
Hold on.
I'm about to say you are older than that.
Let's put this in perspective. How old was your brother? 18, 19, 20?
Younger. He's probably like 17, 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have an older sister, and she's like roughly 7 years older than me, and she went.
Yeah.
So there's this ongoing, I mean, mind you, this is 20 years ago, right? There's this ongoing guilt trip that I have my sister on, right? Like I even have her kids into it, like that. Like, oh, you didn't take my uncle to Up in Smoke, right? So Eminem, around that time, it was Marshall Mathers LP, his second album, right? I have his first album, I got his second album, all that stuff. I was so excited, especially, I mean, come on, we're talking about Ice Cube, we're talking Dr. Dre, lineup,
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop, lineup of the year, right? Lineup of the century.
And back then, Exhibit was
exactly. Especially because, you know, he was in his prime as well, you know, with Restless and all that stuff. Oh, obviously West Side Connection. I was a major fan. She knew, right, mind you, like, my sister told me, yo, I got tickets to Up in Smoke tour. And she was going with her boyfriend at the time. Mind you, that was the father to my nephews, right? And I was like, yo, so why aren't you gonna take me? Right? Like hold up. Like, I'm the Eminem fan, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm probably getting 20 years later, like, man, like.
What do you guys know of Eminem?
Exactly. Well, I guess long story longer, she didn't take me. Right? And to this day, I still have her on a guilt trip. Even to this year, 2021, my nephews are still like, oh, Mom, you're so mean. You didn't take Uncle to the concert. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's my family story.
I kind of was jealous of my brother too, and that video he used to record himself when he was out there. I remember I grabbed it one time and I busted a freestyle. I was dissing him and his homies over there. So it's Up in Smoke tour. Because Up in Smoke tour, and then just be freestyle at the end, talking shit about all of them.
Now, when I talk to my sister about it, it's the whole thing of, well, you're little, you know, so I was around your age, so I can only imagine, you know. So I get it, sis, but it's fun to have you on the guilt trip for the last 20 years, you know.
And it's still gonna keep going for the next 20.
It's still gonna keep going.
Unless they do Up in Smoke Part 2, never gonna live it down.
Exactly. So you better take me when Dr. Dre drops Detox, right? So you better take me, sis. Okay, I guess let me also tell you a little bit about my history with Eminem. So back in 2005, he came back to San Diego to play the Coors Amphitheater in Chula Vista. I was actually working for the Padres at the ballpark, and I couldn't get off. I couldn't go. I just didn't make it.
You missed it again?
Missed it again. I missed
your sister's fault. It's your sister's fault.
Exactly.
She wasn't recording, you had to work, and you couldn't make it to
Exactly. And I think around that time I was like 18, 17. So no, but check this out. She goes, yo, I'm going to New York. Do you want to go with me? And I was like, hold on, right? Because the tour was still going.
Yeah.
So I got on the internet, went to the library. You know, mind you, we didn't have no smartphones. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
So I went to the library, right? I looked up the Up in Smoke tour schedule. Or, I'm sorry, the anger management schedule. Because it was a anger management tour. It said that they were going to be in New York City playing Madison Square Garden. Back-to-back nights. Like, let's say a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah.
During the time when my sister was going to be over there. So I was like, all right, sis. I got to do it. So we flew to New York and I snuck out. Well, not snuck out. Like, I had tickets. Yeah. I was like, all right, sis, I'm going to go to Madison Square Garden. And I got on a taxi. You know, this is before Uber. You know what I'm saying?
Old guy.
Yeah. So it's Eminem and D12, 50 Cent G Unit. Mind you, this is 2005, so this is 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? This Get Rich or Trying, The Massacre, and also Little John and the East Side Boys.
That's all I know.
Yeah, that's an amazing lineup. I mean, mind you, Crunk was alive. It was pretty dope. And then I guess how right now you're mentioning how in Coachella 2018 he wasn't on drugs. He's been sober. You know what I'm saying? And around that time was when he was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it was a different kind of Eminem.
Yeah.
You know, and different kind of music. It was just a different kind of Eminem.
Yeah,
I guess you could say.
It's a whole different art. It's just a different person.
Yeah, completely different person, different artist, different energy,
different outlook on life.
Exactly. That's why I guess I can say that I enjoyed the Coachella stuff because he played the old school stuff and then all the way to his latest album. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of enjoyed it because it was like the best of both worlds, like my generation, and then like the new kids with the 2010 Eminems, the sober Eminem. You know.
So you know, it's crazy. I have a kind of a similar story with a Coachella story with Los Tucanes.
Okay.
Funny thing is, they were there 2019, I think, and that's the first time I ever seen them live ever.
So you've been a fan your whole life? Oh, like since forever?
Since I was So it's the first time I see them. They didn't play the songs that I really wanted to play. I'm like, damn! But I mean, it was still dope because all the songs that they did play, it's just songs you grew up with, you know. So it's still a dope feeling. Still seeing like the artists that you like, but at the same time, you know, since you're a fan, you're like, oh, you gotta play this, and they're like, they don't play. You're like, oh, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? So that was my experience with those Tucanes. I was hella excited though because 2000, I was 19, 18 is Angeles Azules were 18, right? So 2017, when the tickets went on sale and I got the tickets, I literally emailed Coachella every day. I was like, yo, you got to put the Tucanes online up. You got to put the Tucanes for like a straight month, right?
Wow.
So then the next year, the Psychedelics were on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, that's still, you know, that's a little come up. I mean, obviously, now I don't think, probably no one opened my email. No, but the worst part is I didn't even get to see Angeles Azules. I missed them.
So what? Wait.
Shout out to my girl.
Wait. So how so? It's just because like you weren't there on time?
No, we were there. You know, day zero.
Yeah.
We all went up day zero, which is Thursday. So Coachella's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Thursday night you get to go if you're camping, set up your stuff. That's known as day zero. So we got there day zero. My girl, my comadre, and I think one of our homegirls, they went up Friday because they couldn't make it, and they got there kind of late. Start getting ready.
Yeah.
The show starts at 3.
Yeah.
That's Angeles Azules. You know.
They opened
around
up
3.
Yeah,
around
yeah,
3.
Yeah.
So I hear their song start playing, and I'm in the camp. I'm like, damn. And I mean,
shout out to your girl.
Shout out to my girl. My girl was ready, but couldn't leave nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fly. But yeah, when you're at Coachella, you want to stick to your group as much as you can, but also first day you gotta stick to your group.
Okay, so let's take it all the way back, right?
All right.
Like I said, I consider Matty Chains the king of Coachella, right? So how many Coachellas have you been to? 4
Coachellas.
Okay.
So 16, because right after Drake bombed it,
Yeah.
I went the next year. So 16, 17, 18, 19. I had tickets for 20.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure you would have gone this year too.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
My girl already's like, nah, you gotta cut that shit out.
You're done. So initially, what made you want to go to Coachella? Like to your first one?
Initially, the reason why I ever went to Coachella, even thought about going to Coachella, was my girl. My girl and like all my homies, we date, group of friends. I guess they decided they want to go Coachella. They didn't tell none of us, and they bought tickets. The girls.
Yeah.
They bought tickets, and we were, hey, surprise, we're going to Coachella. So we were excited, That's how I first got to Coachella. My girl bought my ticket. Shout out to my girl. She probably hates the fact that she brought me to Coachella.
Yeah.
But
because you fell in love with it.
Because I fell in love with it. It was dope because that's the first time when I was younger, I did Monster Massive.
Is it here? Where's that?
It was in, I think it's LA.
Okay.
Or maybe San Bernardino. I was young. We did that once. I didn't even get in.
Yeah.
But I kind of saw the festival. So Coachella's like the first festival that I was really the whole day, all 3 days, and got the whole experience.
Yeah.
And it was dope.
Now, what made you fall in love with it?
The diversity.
Okay.
The diversity of Coachella. People think it's just a bunch of white girls, flowers in their head, but it's not. It's people from literally around the whole world. You know what I mean? I suggest to people. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think camping is part of Coachella. Because you're gonna meet new people, the people that are around you. Sometimes they're dope, sometimes they're annoying. Who knows? You know what I mean? But for the most part,
But it's a part of it. It's the actual environment to just absorb it.
Exactly.
Okay. Like the experience.
The experience.
Yeah.
And then after that, you probably could do Airbnb and all that, but at least camp one time.
Okay.
Thug it out. It's hot. It is hot. But it's fun, what I mean? The showers, there's some group showers, but you can also pay. That's what I do. They're called super showers. They're trash, but at Coachella, they fix the super showers.
Yeah.
But at least you're in your own private shower. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I wake up early. I naturally wake up early. So a lot of people, my friends, hate me going to Coachella with them because I'm up 6:30. Hey, fool, wake up! I'm going to the shower. Leave me alone. You know.
Especially because it ends so late as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So and then the thing is with the camping is it doesn't really end. You could party all night if you wanted to. There's a silent disco that goes to 4 in the morning. That's another thing of the camp. Once you get back to Airbnb, I'm sure you could party for a little bit, but it's just your people and that's it. You're not mingling with nobody no more. When you're at the camp and you want to go to a silent disco or something, you can walk around. There's people partying. And, hey, playing beer pong 3 in the morning. What? Let me shoot a ball real quick. Celebrity shot.
I feel you. What was your favorite so far?
My favorite year or my favorite performance?
So let's say your favorite year first.
My favorite year is gonna be my first year.
Okay. Why is that?
Just because it's the first time being, I guess you could say introduced to that type of, festival. The people that we were with, it's the people that I hang out with most all the time. So it was a dope group. You know what I mean?
Who was the headliner?
Oh shit. I don't even know. What I do remember is that year we saw Ice Cube.
Wait, I think he was a headliner. No?
No, he was.
Oh.
He was on the main stage.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the headliner. We saw Ice Cube, which was my favorite performance of that year, because he brought out NWA and he brought out Eazy-E's son, and then he brought out Dr. Dre.
Wow.
And when Dr. Dre came out,
of course.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Dre.
It's Dr. Dre, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you who else was on that. That's terrible.
But you just remember that.
I just remember that one. It was that was my favorite performance.
Oh, so Ice Cube has been from
that year.
Okay, from that year. So overall, who was your favorite performance? Or who did it?
Overall?
Yeah, overall.
I'm gonna give you two.
Oh.
My personal favorite performance is obviously The Weeknd because the motherfucker sounds exactly like he does in person than when he does on the CD. You know, people are crying in the, you know what I mean? Like, you turn around and people are crying.
Yeah.
Homies that are with me, you know, look at me like, yo, look behind us.
Yeah. Were they crying?
And then they're like, look behind us, and I'm like, man, I look behind us. I don't know what happens. Everybody's crying.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, like, everyone is crying. I look at him again, he's like, should we be crying? And I'm like,
after you started crying, what happened?
And my girl turned around and said, what are you crying for? I said, oh shit, my bad.
So you didn't even cry for me. You're like, oh, you're crying.
So yeah, that's my favorite performance.
Yeah.
But
Are you a Weeknd fan?
Yes.
Okay, major.
Major.
Yeah, me too. Shout out to the Weeknd.
Yeah. But my favorite performance to see, as far as like the artist and the vibe that they're in, it has to be Schoolboy Q. That would have
been awesome.
So this is before they moved.
What year was that?
I think it was 2017.
Was that his debut album?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. It was debut album because I had seen him.
Yeah, because I think his debut album came out like 14, 13.
Yeah. So
okay,
this is like I think it's his first time ever Coachella. Had to be.
All right.
And it was an outdoor stage before they moved it back. I remember it used to be a little closer. He brought out ASAP. They performed their songs they had together. It was dope. But then to end the concert, he performs Tookie Knows.
Wow, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I don't know if you heard that song.
Yeah, of course,
Had a crippin'. The whole stage, like he just brings out his whole neighborhood.
Everybody.
I'm talking about
wow.
nobody's rapping. They're just up there, the music playing, and
wow.
So it was dope to see him like be able to bring all his homies to Coachella. They're from California.
I gotta check it out.
I don't know if it's online.
I'm pretty sure.
But
I gotta check that out.
it's just like a bunch of Crips and they're just like walking, banging on the crowd.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of white kids. Like,
I mean, they're from LA too.
Exactly.
So they just come, yeah.
So that was a dope band. Like that was my favorite performance.
Wow.
Seeing what it did to. I mean, I don't know what it did to him, obviously, but from what I think, like, it's a dope feeling for him to be able to be like, yo, I'm at Coachella.
And brings all his homies and just.
And it's not just his homies, it's like his hood. Like, and they're out there and they're repping their thing.
That's cool, man.
Another dope performance too was YG. Another California.
Wait. Which year?
2019, right after Nipsey passed.
Okay. Oh yeah. And you know, I saw that online.
He told all the other artists, I think he posted on Instagram, that no one better do a Nipsey tribute because he's gonna do it. So that was dope.
That's solid. That's solid.
So, some people, they would put his picture up, but no one was doing like a tribute. He did like his whole show was based on him.
I remember watching it online during that.
Yeah.
Especially.
Oh, so I got a shout out to another one from Kid Cudi.
What year was that?
Same year.
Oh, okay.
He closed out. He wasn't headlining, but he closed out Saturday. His performance was in the Sahara, but it was at 12, so he closed out the show. Like, it was wild. It was dope. It was a dope performance. I like that one too.
So Kid Cudi.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't disagree with you, right? When it comes to like people like The Weeknd, because that's also one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
Now, some people could say that you're kind of biased, but whatever, that's on them.
Yeah.
You know, because they say they don't like Weeknd. They're like, oh man, his performance sucked.
Then we fighting.
Right, exactly. Are there artists that aren't particularly like your favorite artists? However, they had an amazing performance where you're just like, wow, like I became a fan.
Yeah. I think it's gonna drift off more. It's like the EDM side.
Okay.
Cause I mean, I'm not rolling around bumping EDMs.
Yeah.
Not who I am. You know what I mean? Off the top of my head, Dioro.
Okay.
He was dope because he mixes a lot of like Latin music.
Oh wow.
You never heard Dioro?
Nah.
You ever seen that? Oh man, you gotta see it.
I'm guilty, man. I'm guilty,
bro. He actually doing the song with Los Tucanes right now.
Oh, okay.
He has a song with Elvis Crespo. We saw him, and one of our friends knew who he was. It's like, oh, we know we should listen to him because he plays a lot of Latin music.
Yeah.
So it's EDM, but you could still dance to it. Who else was Fisher? He's another EDM dude.
Okay.
That was a dope ass. That was 2019.
Now, did you become a fan? Like, did you start buying their music or listening to them after Coachella?
Yeah.
Okay.
After the performances, and that's just probably the same day. You get back to your camp and you're like, yo, I gotta put this song in before I forget. We put this song in my library. So we're young. We got smartphones, unlike some people over here. You know what I mean? So we're good. Just go. We don't have to go.
2005.
We have to go to the library, download our iPod and shit like someone.
What's that thing? LimeWire? Remember LimeWire?
Yeah. Napster.
Yeah. Shout out to LimeWire.
For real.
For giving my computer AIDS, right?
But yeah, man, I mean, you become a fan. You're open to different type of music.
Yeah.
Like Weeknd's artist, Knob. That's how I found out about him.
Yeah. At Coachella.
The only reason why
me too.
The only reason why we found out about him, we were walking to another stage, and there's some stages on your right. So we're walking from the old Sahara up to like the outdoor. And me and my girl were walking, and then she was like, "Oh, it's the Weeknd logo." And then I looked, and it's it's the XO. So we're like, whatever. We see him for a little bit. It was pretty dope. And then we're like, well, let's go catch this. Let's go make sure we catch this.
Yeah.
So we did, and then. everyone was like,
2018.
I think it is 2018.
Yeah.
And then we just started hearing that The Weeknd was there. We were pissed. The Weeknd came out with him. We were just like, oh, we should have stayed. But I forgot what we were gonna go see. We were gonna go see somebody. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that happens, you know, like music that, let's say you're at the main stage and your favorite artist of all time is gonna be on at 5 o'clock.
But you gonna catch it? I mean, you're not gonna catch it.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Your favorite artist is on at, let's say 6.
Okay.
Prime time. Not prime time, but it's a good time. And it's your favorite artist of all time, and you're like, you know what? I want to be in the front. I'm not trying to be in the back. I'm gonna be in the front. So what do? You get there at 3. Gates open. You're like, I don't see no one on this lineup that I'm gonna care about. I'm just gonna go straight to the front, and I'm gonna kick it there until 6. What do?
But that's how you have to do it.
That's how you do it. So what happens there? You listen to 3, 4, maybe 5 artists that you never heard of. You didn't care about.
Exactly.
And you're sitting there, and you're like, well, this is pretty dope. You don't necessarily become a big old fan, but now you expanded your music.
Exactly.
You hear that song somewhere else, like, oh, I've heard that. I've seen them perform before.
Exactly.
And then it's someone else's favorite artist because it's the main stage, and they're like, wait, where did you see them? And you're like, oh, I saw them at Coachella. No big deal. And they're like, what? How come you recorded this and that? You're like, oh shit, they're that big of a deal? Like, I was just trying to avoid them, trying to see my artist.
Exactly. Yeah, that's something I love about Coachella. That exactly. Like, okay, well, let's say from my example or my experience, The Weeknd. Right, I really wanted to be front and center for The Weeknd, right? Fortunately, beforehand, there was a couple of people who I liked regardless. I think I caught like a Vince Staples show and other people who I didn't know, like you were just saying, like the EDM, and then it was The Weeknd. But I was front and center, so fortunately, I was able to catch them and also, well, I mean, it was a good show, and then also be front row with The Weeknd. So that was pretty cool. So I totally understand.
For The Weeknd, we got there late.
Okay.
Right? And I told
Wait, why? I mean, that's,
no.
I mean, that's
not because of my girl. we were just coming from another concert.
Yeah. Which one?
I can't even tell you who. It's me, one of my homies, my girl, and our homegirl.
Yeah.
And we go up, and it's packed. It's The Weeknd.
Of course.
So I tell them, I'm not fucking monster, but I'm a pretty big dude. So I just tell them, hey, get behind me. I'm walking to the front and go fuck. So I'm just moving everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I got a little trick that I do. I'm gonna show you guys.
What is it?
So this is what I do. It's nighttime.
Exclusive. Here we go.
I do this and I do this to people. And I just walk through, like, excuse me, and they think it's security, and they move. So I don't get all the way to the front, but I get pretty close.
And you're pretty tall, so
yeah,
it
so
makes sense,
people turn around, they're like, oh shit, I'm just walking through. And I get I get to like a nice little spot.
That's hilarious.
And we're just chilling. So that's how we got kind of close to a Weeknd.
Yeah.
It wasn't too close, but it was dope. It was a dope ass performance. I didn't cry, I swear.
Okay. Because I know, let's say 2018, right? The headliners were The Weeknd, Beyonce, and Eminem, right? So I arrived a few shows before, and I sat there, and whatever, that was my experience, right? So I got to the front, but fortunately, I didn't have to stay there the whole day. I think I saw maybe 3 performances before The Weeknd, and obviously he was the last performance.
Which is not a lot. 3 is like, all right, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
We could run that.
Yeah, and then especially to be front row, you know what I'm saying? So that wasn't bad. So the next day, there was this girl who literally I arrived like early in the morning, right? Like it just started, Saturday just started. And a girl had her blankets and some food right in the front row of the main stage because she really, really wanted to see Beyonce. So that meant that when the gates opened,
3 p.m.
all the way
to 11:30.
All the way. This woman was dedicated.
So I have a story about that too.
Okay, go ahead.
So 2017, when Beyonce was supposed to be there, they switched her out with Lady Gaga. We were gonna go in, the gates are gonna open, and there's a dude right there. The gates ain't even open yet. So they open the gates. So we're in the campground and we're waiting for the gates to open into the show. There's a dude right there, and he's a little heavier, and he's chilling, and everyone's talking. I don't know who you're gonna go see. And he's like, I'm going to the main stage, and I'm gonna go to the front, and I'm gonna sit there and wait for Lady Gaga. And I was amazed because what I was gonna do, I was gonna go into the show. We were gonna go charge our phones, sit in the AC, and lay on some beds, and then go back to the camp, get ready to go see some shows. I was tripping. So I was like, wait, what do you mean? I was like, you literally gonna sit there all day? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Lady Gaga to come out. And I was like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna eat? He's like, I got some snacks.
Yeah.
I was like, what about you gotta go to the bathroom? He's like, I'll fucking piss my pants. I was like, what?
Dedication.
I was like,
dedication.
I'm not doing that for no one. I don't care who it is.
Dedication.
There's only one person I'll probably do that for, but
who?
I ain't gonna tell you.
All right.
and he dissed me in 2019. He was supposed to be there. And
he was supposed to be there. Oh, wow.
You know who it is. It's Kanye West.
Oh, that's your dude.
So that was when Kid Cudi was there. I thought he was gonna come out. Kid Cudi had just dropped the Kids See Ghosts. So I'm waiting for him to come out. He doesn't come out. Weekend 2 comes around. Kanye's having Sunday service. So I know he's at the festival. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going back. So I tell my lady, I say, hey, I'm gonna go back to Coachella. She's like, what do you mean? Nah, hell nah. I'm like, I'm trying to go out. I think Kanye's gonna be there. I'm trying to go for Saturday. That's it. And she's like, all right, go ahead. And then she's like, what if he's not there? Which is true. That's a reasonable.
It could happen.
We don't waste all your money. If he's not even gonna be there. So we're sitting at home.
Yo, this dedication. This dedication right here. Yeah, no, that's dedication.
I didn't end up going. So
Okay.
it's weekend 2 now. Saturday, we're chilling at the pad, me and my lady. I'm watching the live on the laptop. And I'm watching Kid Cudi. And sure enough, here comes Kanye West. My girl looks at me, she's like, I'm sorry. I was like, damn.
Man.
But stuff like that happens, you know, you never know if you're gonna go weekend 1 or weekend 2. Sometimes it's fun weekend 1, sometimes it's fun weekend 2.
And that's one thing that I like about Coachella is that, yes, we know the lineup for both weekends, but they could be different because of guest appearances. You know,
Yep.
so.
And that's true.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that because I know Kanye, he's one of your favorite artists. Yeah.
Whatever, he's single now, so
There you go.
come holler at him.
Yeah. Okay.
Just playing, I was gonna come holler at Kim. That's just
Okay.
I'm just playing, baby.
So like, what's up, big head? Right? Shoot your shot, man. Shoot your shot. So during these times, right, that you've been, how many people, or I guess famous people, have you met?
That I actually met?
Or have you met anybody? Like just right there, just walking around amongst the common folk.
So there's 2 people that I've actually met or like actually interacted with.
Okay.
One, I was with you one time when we were right there waiting for Beyonce. Remember we sat down?
Yeah.
And I went to go get water. And I don't know how the hell I ended up. I got a case of water. So now I'm walking with like a case of water. I'm walking back and I see some dude sitting and I like, you know, caught corner of my eye and I look, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit, that's Mace.
Yeah.
The artist.
Yeah.
So I go up to him like, what's up, Mace?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hey, keep it down. And I'm like, man, can we take a picture real quick?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, real quick. He's like,
it's pre-COVID, right?
Just pre-COVID. Just pre-COVID. I had my mask on.
Oh yeah, because you had to wear a mask. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
all you people that go to Coachella and they were talking shit about wearing masks inside of a store for 30 minutes, I seen motherfuckers wear masks for 3 days straight.
That's right.
I haven't washed the mask because you didn't take one, you nasty
That's
bastard.
right. That's right.
So I don't want to hear that shit.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about the mask. Yeah. Because
of the dust.
Yeah, because of the dust.
Everybody's walking and shit's just dusty, so you wear like a mask.
Yeah, because it's hard to breathe. Yeah, because it's so dusty. You're right. I totally forgot about that.
So,
Yeah.
so I take a picture of him and then I get back to you guys and I'm like, yo, I just met Mace. And everyone's like, what? You know, I was drunk, so they're like, sit your ass down, fool. Don't you meet no Mace. I'm like, yeah, I got a picture. And I'm like, showing everybody. I'm like, oh shit, that is Mace. And then that was that. I just handed out the water.
That's awesome, man.
And then the first year I ever went, 2016.
16.
We're sitting on, I forgot who we're waiting for to come out. We're on the main stage. And I'm laying on the floor chilling. And I'm like looking and I just see someone coming. And I'm like, look, and I sit up like the Undertaker. Boom, I'm like, Rob Kardashian.
Shut up.
And I feel like, some fool looks at me and I'm like, hey, Rob Kardashian, what's up? My girl's like, hey, chill, that's not Rob Kardashian. I was like, that's Rob Kardashian. And I fucking like, whatever, I lay back down. I'm chilling and the next day I was like, man, it's just some dude with a fucking LA hat, chubby dude with a white t-shirt. And you're all hella loud like, man, Rob Kardashian. Everyone's looking at him like, what the fuck? So the 2 celebrities that I've actually interacted with.
Wait, was it really him?
No. I was just drunk. That's it. The next morning when we were at camp, I think it was Azalea Banks. I'm not sure though. But anyways, they posted a picture that they're at Coachella and it was that girl we saw. And I was like, well, no wonder. I was like, yeah, she don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it. It's like you can go on IG like after that day and then see who was there.
We seen her like that.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen Jenny Loretta's daughter. She was dressed up one year like 70s style, like with the fake afro.
Oh, wow.
And I remember seeing her in the show and I was like, I thought to myself, that person's fucking hot.
Yeah,
Like literally like hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because all that.
And then the next day she posted it and I was like, oh shit. And then we seen, I think it was Justin Bieber.
Wow.
But I mean,
walking around.
you kind of knew it was Justin Bieber because everyone was following him, but you still couldn't really tell because he had a mask on. And then we've seen some underground rappers before just chilling. They don't talk to us though.
Yeah. They're too cool.
They're too cool.
Yeah.
The funniest one that I seen was some dude named Rich Chigga.
Oh yeah. Rich Chigga,
I seen him walking.
Wait, didn't he change his name?
To Brian.
Rich Brian or something. Yeah.
So he was walking and
shout out to Rich Brian. That is dope.
I'm looking at him. I'm like, hey, that's Rich Chigga.
Yeah.
And then his security's like, hey man, hey, watch out. I look over like, oh, there's a big head. And then he just kept on walking.
Okay, so you met some randoms, right? Some random famous people amongst us common folk. Do you have any like just random story that could only happen at Coachella? Like something that like.
Plenty.
Okay.
I mean, just random shit that happened at Coachella. The first year we were there, 2016. Our whole group. Back then we were scared to branch off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was our first year, so we're like, oh, stick together, stick together.
Because it is big. You get lost.
It's a big. It's big. It's polo field, so it's pretty big.
And also, signal doesn't work at all.
Your phone sometimes works, sometimes it don't.
Maybe if you had the Nextel back in the day, like the little chirp.
For real. Shout out to Nextel. They didn't bring that back.
Especially for Coachella. Like you can't do anything. You can't get on IG.
Nope.
All you gotta do is just take pictures and that's it.
My recommendation is to have a meetup point. Get lost, we're gonna be here. So we're at the main stage. Me and the homies, we want to go to the bathroom, but we're drunk. And everyone was like, just chill. And I'm like, I'm going to the bathroom real quick. So you want to roll? Let's roll. Our group, for some reason, let me and him go by ourselves. So we go to, we're inside right around the beer garden.
Okay, yes.
So we're right there.
You know what? People get lost in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
So I go in the bathroom, I go back out, and I wait for my homie, and I'm like, looking for him. What this wet? I'm looking around, and there's a security guard right there, and he's looking at me, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm like looking for my homie at the same time, and they're still looking at the security guard. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Like, why are you looking at me?
So I go back into the restrooms. I'm like, my homie has to be somewhere in here. And I'm like looking for him, and then he's like, I just hear Matt. I turn around, and there's my homie. He's like, hey, so I got lost. I was like, where were you at? He's like, I was in the porta potty. I said, what the fuck, how'd you get lost? What do you mean? Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
So we get outside, and
those bathrooms are pretty big, so it's like you really get lost. Yeah.
We go outside, and I tell this fool, like, hey, fool, they're on to us, fool. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, fool, they're on to us. He's like, who? I was like, security guard, fool. It's like, he keeps looking at us. I was like, let's get out of here, fool. I was like, hold on to my backpack. You know, because you have to have a water pack.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hold on to my backpack, fool. So this fool's holding on to my backpack. Everything's moving slow to me, fool. Everything's like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, let go of me, fool, you're burning us out. So
it's paranoid.
I'm paranoid, dog. I finally get back to the group.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, dude, why'd you guys let us leave? And then they're like, what happened? And then I was like, they're chasing us. And like, who's chasing you? And I'm like, the security guards. And then they're like, fool, no one's chasing you. Sit your ass down. And then the next day we were talking about it, dog. When I was walking, like it felt like it was like on the freeway. Hella cars were like boom, and I was just behind you, like what the hell? This was hella.
That's hilarious.
I told the group, don't let us ever fucking walk off like that again. Like we could have been lost forever.
Yeah. But really, it wasn't anything. It was just like
it was nothing. Everybody's just walking back paranoid. Just too much alcohol.
Yeah. Hey, man, make sure you have a good wingman, right?
Always. And also, though, I mean, another thing that can happen at Coachella is that this last year we went, our neighbor, the homie Dre Day, his name's Dre. We're still cool with him.
Wait, your neighbor who was staying at the campground?
At the campground.
Oh, wow.
We never met him before.
Yeah,
we met him there.
Oh, wow.
We chilled the whole time. He's come down to San Diego. He's chilled with us before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
shout out to Dre Day. That's pretty dope.
Shout out to Dre Day.
Yeah.
He's up there in Fontana.
That's tight. So I guess let me share a random story and let you eat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I don't want to get,
Well, yeah, you got no meat, fool. I thought you were going to get one, so I got you one.
My bad.
Now I'm eating like fucking 6 patties.
Yeah.
This was trying to be dirty, homie. He knows I'm about to go to Cancun. I need to lose some weight. Shit.
For people who don't know, I'm a major Kobe fan. Well, rest in peace, Kobe, but this is before, I guess, you know, all that stuff happened last year or whatever.
Hype.
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, if anybody got on being a Kobe fan after his death, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Kobe. But,
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the Padres.
Exactly.
I don't care. Come on.
Exactly.
Bring them all.
Exactly.
Buy the jerseys, buy the hats.
Yep.
Buy the only jersey you buy is Tatis.
Yep.
Buy your kids
the brown and yellow.
Buy your kids that jersey because that means there's more money for the Padres. It's going to bring more players, baby.
Yeah. You weren't with us, you know, back in 98 when we cried, you know what I'm saying, when they lost the World Series. You weren't with us when in 2008, 2009, you know, during the rough times, 2010.
You weren't with us when they were switching the fucking football field to a baseball field.
Exactly.
At Qualcomm. And RIP for Jack Murphy Stadium.
Exactly. RIP. Yeah.
Right, you're a Kobe fan?
Okay, so I'm a major Kobe fan, right? Like, I'm talking about when he was drafted, traded to the Lakers, you know, whatever. I was just always been a Laker fan, right? Fortunately, I grew up in the Kobe era. I enjoyed, you know, the 20 years of Kobe, from just watching him live, watching him on TV, watching him win the championships, whatever, right? So I'm the type of guy, no matter what it is, you know, some trash, I'll be like Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Or when I see a Kobe jersey, I always at least acknowledge it and be like, oh, that's a Kobe jersey, you know? I also like the variety of Kobe stuff. Like, well, let's just say jerseys, you know, from like the purple, the white, the yellow, the number 8, the number 24. So my only Coachella that I went to was 2018, and I remember being there on
only Coachella?
That was my only Coachella.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was my first and only
I popped
one.
this cherry. So was it your first Coachella because of the lineup, or just because you just happened to go and then you guys got the lineup?
Well, it was the lineup. My first Coachella was because of the lineup, because I'm a major Weeknd fan and I'm a major Eminem fan. And obviously, who doesn't like Beyonce? You know what I'm saying? But just the fact that it's Weeknd and Eminem.
Like, all right, Beyonce's just topping.
Yeah. So yeah, it was my first Coachella because of the lineup, or because of the main event.
Yeah.
Or
the headliners.
The headliners. Yeah, it was my first one. It's the only one I've been to, but I want to go to future ones. And yes, I do look at the lineup. Like, let's say 2019, it didn't attract me. You know, so
yeah.
Anyway. One thing that I noticed during Coachella 2018, especially because I'm a Kobe fan. Friday, right? I get there and I'm enjoying my time walking from tent to tent or stage to stage. I noticed all these Kobe jerseys. Kobe everything. Like literally like every jersey on every type of person, from a white lady to a little baby to a guy in his 20s. The blue LA jersey, the throwback, the Team USA, the Lower Merion High School jersey, everything, literally everything. And then
LA's backyard.
Yeah, exactly. and I understood that, because let's say people from around the world just want to come to LA, obviously in Coachella. You want to rep the Lakers or Kobe, whatever. But it was so cool to see on Friday, and then I started thinking, I'm like, dude, that was so amazing to just see all these Kobe jerseys. And mind you, I wanted to wear a Kobe jersey.
To say, did you wear yours?
So I wanted to wear a Kobe jersey during my time in Coachella.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't like getting them dirty. I bring them out on special occasions,
Yeah.
And I have the throwbacks, the Michelin Ness, the whatever, the Lower Merion, all that stuff.
You had, because the day we chilled was Beyonce. And you had Becky.
Becky, and then it was crossed out. Yeah. Becky with the good hair. Yeah, we don't like that girl. We don't like
when I saw that, I was like, oh, he came for Beyonce.
Yeah. Shout out to Beyonce, shout out to Beehive. The reason why I didn't bring my Kobe jerseys is because I want to be prepared for who I was going to go see. With the Beyonce, I wore the Becky crossed out, right? Because it was her day. And then for Eminem, I wore Dear Slim. This shirt said Dear Slim.
I saw you that day too, because I remember that.
Yes.
We saw you guys for a little bit, right like where the food is at.
Yes.
And we walked to Eminem, then you guys walked way closer. Yeah.
We went all this prime. Yeah, I wore Dear Slim because I'm a major Eminem fan. Oh, I wore my XO hat for the weekend. I planned that because we had the tickets in advance, so I ordered them. I had a lot of time to do it. Yeah, so I planned my outfits. But I was like, damn, should I take my Kobe jersey? I'm gonna be in LA, but I didn't want to get them dirty. So on Friday, I went back to the hotel after the show, and I was like, man, I regret not taking pictures just because I want to take pictures with Kobe fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Literally, everybody had different jerseys, right? But obviously it was Kobe. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of felt like it was kind of weird as well to take pictures. Hey man, can I take a picture with you because of your jersey? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then on Saturday, same thing. A whole bunch of Kobe jerseys. Sunday, same thing. A whole bunch of Kobe jerseys. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I know I noticed. And I was just calling them out. Oh, look at that Kobe jersey. Look at that Kobe jersey. Now, hindsight, we're talking about 2018.
Yeah.
And then obviously he passed away in 2020. I was like, man, that would have been cool to have that collage of with all
random people.
Yeah, with all these
diversity of people.
I don't know. I just wanted to share that random story.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I have a random story about an outfit.
Yeah.
The Weeknd's artist Belly.
Yes.
He's there. 2018.
Yeah.
He's 18.
Yeah, 2018.
Me and my homie and my girl go watch him. Nobody want to watch him, but I was like, hey, they didn't know who he was. I was like, he's dope. Let's go check him out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go see if he has any merch.
At the merch tent.
Yeah. So I go over there, and there's a line. We get to the front,
yeah.
And the girl's like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, hey, you got any belly shirts?
Yeah.
And she's like, belly shirts? I was like, yeah. And she's like, belly, like, you want to show your belly? And I was like, what? I was like, no. I was like, a belly like the artist? And she's like, my girl's dying, right? My girl's laughing. I'm like,
that's
I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like
I can see Matty Chains in a crop top.
She's all like a belly shirt? I was like, no, what the fuck? Like the artist belly? She's like, I don't even know who that is. But they did have it. They went in the back and they pulled it out. And I remember I told my girl, take a picture of this belly shirt that I just bought this shit.
So he's in Coachella with the belly shirt.
With the belly shirt, you know what I mean? And aside of that, I obviously get outfits going, but the outfits that I get, I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this again. It's done. Like that's the weekend and that's it.
I know that outfits have to do a lot with Coachella because we're talking about the environment, the aura, the experience of it. Like right now, how you were talking about how you mentioned how white girls that go to Coachella, they have the flower crown and certain things that they wear. You're just like, oh, that's like hippie style, hipster style.
Yeah.
For me, I know it was just like a planned thing, or just I want to absorb it and I want to fall into it, but at the same time, give it my own style. And then obviously represent, Eminem and The Weeknd and Beyonce.
I think the first year you go, you're like, I'm gonna wear this. I got all my shit going on, and I get there, I'm like dying hot. I'm like, what the fuck did I wear? Like, why am I wearing this fucking hoodie? Yeah, you're looking like Pimp C and shit, big hot. So ever since that first time, we were dying hot, like literally hot.
It's the desert.
It's the desert, and so it's hot as fuck during the day and cold as fuck at night. The second year, you kind of go different. You know what I mean? You go lighter
because you know.
Button up, you know what I mean? More, more fresh clothes. But you see like what's going on in the fashion world.
Yeah.
At Coachella.
So Did you see Tupac?
No. I wish I did.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Wait, what year was that? 14,
No,
13?
I think 13.
13.
That's
12,
what-
12?
Maybe 12, 13.
12.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
That's where Snoop and Dre headline.
Yes.
But that's the first time that I really like. Okay,
like-
Coachella's making noise.
Okay,
Like
okay.
in my world.
Yes.
Before that, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck was I heard? No, I heard about it because people rapped about it. You know, A$AP Rocky or Tyler the Creator. You know what I mean?
Because it wasn't a hip hop festival at first.
But it was.
So I get it.
But it's like a LA or Melrose block. Like they've been doing that. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
skater, hippie, hip hop kids. You know what I mean? Backpack.
Like
kids.
independent stuff. Yeah. Indie stuff.
Yeah. So that's like the first time that I was like paid attention to it, like what the fuck, and then like when
that
I seen
makes
it,
some
I was
noise,
like,
bro.
damn,
That
really?
makes some
Like
noise.
I should have been there.
Yeah.
And then
R.I.P. Tupac.
R.I.P. Tupac,
yeah.
man, the greatest to ever do it.
Ever, hands
And
down.
then I think when Drake performed, and The Weeknd was there too that year. He didn't headline,
But he wasn't
was
headline.
there on Saturday.
Okay.
I remember.
Wait,
I was
did
like,
Drake headline that?
He headlined
That song?
Sunday. Like I saw someone post The Weeknd, and I was like, damn, like I missed
You
another
missed it?
fucking artist. I'm like, oh damn, like come on. And then that's
Yeah.
when my girl got the ticket that
You were
next
like,
year.
the next year. Wait, so you didn't see Drake?
No.
Okay. But you heard.
I've seen Drake because he
Okay.
came out with.
Was it Nicki Minaj?
No, he came out with Travis Scott, I think.
When
I
he-
think Travis Scott brought Drake and Future out, and they performed their own shit,
Okay.
and then that was it.
Well, earlier you mentioned how Drake bombed at Coachella.
Yeah.
Now, did you see that show like online or anything like that, or to give it your own opinion?
No, I'm real biased when it comes to Drake.
Okay.
I'm not a big Drake fan.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you're Kanye fan.
not even because of that. I just, sometimes I mean, he drops some dope songs, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but I'm not like
A fan.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, because you know what? Can you say that Weeknd fans or XO fans and Kanye fans are kind of not Drake fans?
that's another. I'm rolling with The Weeknd. You know?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Just like he said, the
XO all
people
day.
you say will ride for you will ride for me too. I mean,
Yeah. And if it ain't XO,
and
then it gotta go.
to go to
right?
we overdose.
Overdose on life.
Overdose
you know what I'm
on
saying?
life.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. But yeah,
So-
I didn't peep it out to like be like, oh, that fool bombed it. I wouldn't waste my time to do that.
Now, as a guy from the West Coast, I'm only assuming that you were a Tupac fan growing up, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, how'd you feel when you saw that whole Tupac thing?
I was salty. I was hella salty
Yeah.
because it's not
Because
only
you
is
weren't there.
Tupac,
Yeah.
but it's Dr. Dre and Snoop. So that was been my
like Up in
second
Smoke.
chance to get the Up in Smoke tour, and I missed out again.
Have you ever seen Dr. Dre live?
Well, when he came out with Ice Cube and he performed.
Oh, you're right.
I saw when he came out with Ice Cube, but then I
Yeah.
see when he came out with Eminem too.
Oh, yeah, because he was there during
Okay,
2018.
So
yeah.
then when he came out with Ice Cube, he did, I think they did like an NWA track.
Yeah,
And
something.
then he did,
Some Crime 2001 stuff.
yeah, Still DRE.
Okay.
When that song came out,
Yeah.
when the beat
You're like,
dropped,
oh my God. Yeah.
that my girl said I was jumping like Elf. Santa's here! Oh man. The homie was like, he posted like, it was like him, Dr. Dre, and then like the next day we're like looking at stories.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the hell is this food? And it looks like, it said Dr. C. He's like, what the hell did I put Dr. Dre? Oh shit. So we still to this day
Yeah,
we're like Dr.
because you're so
C.
excited you can do it.
Like Dr. C's in the house.
Shout out Dr. C, you know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying?
Dr. C. But
Detox
yeah,
coming
man,
out soon, right?
I was like, damn, I could. But then back then too, like at that time,
Like I said, what was that? 12, 13?
I must have been around. So back then, I wasn't thinking nothing about Coachella. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I seen Kendrick. I don't think he brought out Dre.
Wasn't he there when we were there in 2018? I want to say he came out.
He probably did.
I don't know. I don't remember. But
He didn't come out with The Weeknd.
You're right. Nobody
Nobody came out with The Weeknd. No, yeah.
I think he
Nobody
came
was
out-
even on stage with The Weeknd. Like that's why I was like, this guy's so good. Like his voice is so amazing.
Yeah. That's how you were crying.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all right.
the homie was crying.
That's right. We were crying. No, he came out with SZA.
Oh yeah, he did.
He came out with SZA.
Yep.
Yeah, because SZA was popping that year for her debut album. Yeah.
You say SZA, I don't know why I thought of this, but the artist Lord, I accidentally saw them and they were dope too in person. I'm not a fan. I can't even name a song right now. Just listening to them, I'm like, damn, they're getting down. I just sat down and started watching. I'm like, hell, this is dope.
Yeah, because you never know. You never know what you're gonna love. These artists are there for a reason. Whether you like their genre or not, they're popping in their own genre.
Yeah.
They're popping in their own side of the world. Let's say they're American and they have their own lane here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just because you don't listen to them doesn't mean that they ain't popping.
And that's the one thing I'm salty about 2020, besides obviously COVID and all that happening, but there's an artist on the lineup, Kuko.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
Nah, I never heard.
I think he's out of LA. And he's like,
Yeah.
like a rapper. But he's hella cool. He has songs with Fools Gone Wild.
Oh, okay.
So
Shout out Fool's Gone Wild.
Shout out to Fool's Gone Wild. He's cool with Fool's Gone Wild, and he has songs with them. Google.
Okay.
He has songs with them.
Yeah.
So I know that they're
Little Mystery.
Little Mystery.
Yeah.
So I know they were gonna be at. They would have been a dope show to been at, you know,
Yeah.
because I know he would have came out with them.
Wow.
But it just got canceled.
Wow, imagine Little Mystery coming in on stage in Coachella.
That's
That would go sock check, right? Sock check.
Sock check everybody,
Yeah.
dog. And I didn't know what happened because that was blowing up. But yeah, man, like that was one
cool.
thing I was talking about
Cool.
2020. I was like, damn, because I mean, Google's he gets down too, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it would have been dope to been there. That was one thing I was like, damn.
Yeah.
We missed that one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
hopefully he's on the next lineup.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully people come back. Obviously, the world was going through the pandemic, so these artists were also
Yeah.
feeling it as well.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully Coachella could line it up, sort of like what they did for Beyonce. Like Beyonce missed it. It was she got pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And then she came back the next year. So
And she still got paid $3 million for missing the show.
wow.
Because in contract, even if she didn't perform,
Wow.
she still had to get paid this money. I'm doing something wrong in life. And I think it's different, like you say, hopefully they all come back, but I think even the crowd is going to be different.
How so?
Just, I mean, after COVID, people are going to be like trying to social distance. You know, it's hard to social
That
distance when
makes
you're
sense.
watching the show.
That makes sense because you're all cooped up.
Yeah, exactly. You're cooped up and
You're right. That makes
people
sense.
trying to get to the front. The first year I was there, we were going to go see A$AP Rocky. We were actually seeing A$AP Rocky. So A$AP Yams had just passed away. So I made a shirt with him on the picture, right?
Yeah.
So, so I made a shirt, right? And I was like, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna throw it to him. So then, what happened was I put it on.
Yeah.
So I wear the shirt, and it's all days like sun going down, you know. So we get to the show, and we're all crowded up, and then my compadre hypes me up. He's like,
He's
like, give me a shirt, fool. And I'm talking about we're like sardines, right? So I'm like, fuck it, you're right, fool. So I take off my shirt, and you just hear the girl in the back say, he's so sweaty.
Hell no.
Hey, no, I was like, damn, I put my shirt back on. No, I just put my shirt back on. To this day, the homies still clown me like, you're so hairy, you're sweaty. I'm like,
That's hilarious,
damn, I
man.
gotta put my
That's
shirt back on. But shit, funny shit like that happens all the time at Coachella, man. Like, 2019?
Yeah.
We dabbled with a little bit of psychedelics.
Okay.
And with the homie Dre Day,
Yeah.
we just got there. We set up. Oh, I'm gonna tell you another cool little thing. 2019,
Yeah.
I was the first person to go into Coachella.
King of Coachella.
First of all, we got there hella ridiculously early for nothing.
Yeah.
We're sitting in a long ass line forever. And we're in a long line, right? Me, the homie has his whip, and then another homie has his whip. And then there's a gate right next to us, but no one's paying attention to it. So it's like a long ass line, like you think you're going in on that side. And then they just come open this gate, and it's like right there with me, and the guy's like, come in. I'm like, what? So I pull in, they pull in. So I'm literally the first car up here.
Wow.
I think the homie was behind me, and the other homie was next to me. And then some guy comes up. He was from San Diego too. I don't know who he is. He was in like a the band.
Okay.
He's an older dude. I'm talking about. When I saw him, I'm like, damn, that's gonna be me in 10 years. This fool's hella faded. Walks up to
He
me.
was at Woodstock. Man.
This fool comes up to me. He's like, hey, bro. I'm like, what's up? He's like, can I take a picture of you? I was like, the fuck? I was like, for what? He's like, you were the first fool in Coachella. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I guess.
King of Coachella.
So then they let us in. I'm actually the first car to go in. So we go back, we get in. And
Wait, did you take a picture of him?
he took a picture of me.
That's dope.
Not with him.
No,
He just took a picture
okay.
of my car. The previous years when you go drive in, you just drive in and you wait for your people right there.
Okay.
So then you meet up and you dip. So when I get in, I'm like, I'm away from here. And then they come up to me like, hey, can't wait here no more. I was like, oh, that's what we do usually.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, not this year. This year you gotta go to the waiting
Do you
line.
know who I am? I'm King Coachella.
No, hell, I got kicked out the year before that too.
Oh.
I tried to go to like another, not to get kicked out of Coachella, but anyways.
So you guys doing Psychedelics.
So we did some
Okay.
psychedelics. Me and the homie Dre Day.
Yeah. Shout out to Drake.
That's right, shout out to Dre Day. And we're just chilling. We go to the silent disco, and I'm tripping now. And I see the homie, and the homie Dre Day has like a blanket.
Yeah.
So he looks like the fools from fucking Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I'm talking, cause this motherfucker, like, he's like my height, with a big ass blanket. I'm like, look at him. I'm like, what this fool got a blanket for? So we get to the,
I can only imagine.
so we get to the silent disco, and Dre Day's like, hey, let's go inside the mosh pit. I'm like, fuck, all right, fuck it, let's go. So I go in there and I see one of my clients, my work clients, and I'm talking to him, and I'm talking to him this way, and then someone's like, that fool Dre's like, hey, fool, hold my beer, I'm gonna go in the mosh pit. So I go like this to grab the beer, and I was like, oh shit. I kind of went like this, and then the homie's like, damn, you all right? And I was like, did you see this fool's arm? That shit was hella long. I was like, because his arm looked like it was 20 feet, fool. Like it was dead serious. Dude, I was like, oh shit. And I grabbed the beer and I looked at my homie. He's like, you all right? I was like, did you see his arm? That shit was hella long. The homie's like, hey, fool, you tripping, dog. I'll catch up to you later, homie. So the homie had gave his blanket to the other homie, right?
Okay. He was a mosh pit.
So we go to the mosh pit. So
Yeah.
then, whatever, they were moshing and we were all, I was just like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So we go out, we see the homie, and I'm like, what's up, fool? And this fool's hella sweaty. I'm like, you alright? He's like, it's fucking hella hot, fool. And I was like, why you got the blanket on there? He's like, I don't want to get it dirty, bro. I was like, oh, hell no, you're tripping.
Yeah.
So then the homie Dre Day's like, hey, let's go back to camp. I was like, for what? He's like, let's go and get some more.
Yeah.
And I'm already tripping. I don't know why the hell I said yes. I
Yeah.
said, I'm down, whatever. The homie said, I'm down. So we go back, we eat some more.
Mm-hmm.
We go back. I go get a burger, and it's like a big old thing, little window. And I'm ordering, and I'm like, hey, can I get a burger? And the lady's like, yeah, what do you want? I was like, I just want a plain. That's
Yeah.
it, just
That's
plain.
it. I thought, yeah.
And she's like, okay. And I was like, all right. And then I back up, and
Oh, that is
I'm
not
standing with
something.
the homie, and I'm like, we're talking about something. And I just hear like, hey. And I'm like, what? I'm looking around and like, hey, and I look, I was like, it's like, your burger's ready. I was like, oh shit. And I go over there and I go get it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a little box like this. So she's like, here's your burger.
Yeah.
And I like it sticks out the little window.
Yeah.
And I grab it and I kind of look at it, and then she's like, ah! Like, and I was like, oh shit. I kind of like whipped, I like fell back kind of. And I look at the homie, and then he's like, bro, what the hell? I was like, hey, did you see that? She's like, she's fucking with you, fool. And I'm like, oh hell no. So I'm like, let's get out of here. So me and him go half.
Scared the crap out of you.
Dude, she scared the shit out of me, bro. But she like popped out.
That's hilarious.
She's like, it was crazy. I was like, oh shit. So then we eat real quick, right? And
That's
the
messed
homie's
up.
like, damn fool, what'd you get on this burger? This shit's hella plain. And I was like, that's what I got, fool, plain burger. He's like, this shit's nasty. I was like, he's like, where's
No
the
lettuce,
Yeah.
no tomato.
He's like, where's the lettuce and tomato? I'm like, nah, you don't need all that right now, dog. So then we get back to our area. One of the homies, he fell asleep. When all that shit started happening, he was like, hey dog, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah.
So he was asleep in his car because he forgot his.
You think he was like scared or something, or he just wanted to?
He started getting scared because it started tripping. He forgot his poles to his tent, so he had no tent.
Oh wow!
Right?
Yeah.
So we had my
Like
tent.
at the house?
Yeah, he forgot
Yeah.
it. So we had my tent. He had I had a mattress, and he had a blow up mattress, and he had a canopy.
Yeah.
So the homie Dread, he had a futon for some reason. He took a futon, dog. What we did was
That's dope though.
yeah,
That's
so
dope.
it was
That's
so
dope.
it was me, and then the homie that forgot his poles,
Yeah.
and it was Dre Day. So my tent's right here, and then Dre Day's tents are over here, and then in the middle we made like a living room.
Okay.
We put the futon, we put the bed, and we put the table, so that's where we're chilling.
That's tight. That's tight.
So the homie
That's
fell
tight.
asleep in his car. We get back, me and the homie, and we're still like full blown like
Yeah.
tripping, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go sleep in my Jeep. You can sleep in the tent, fool. I'll catch up to tomorrow. So I go to sleep, supposedly. And you know those things that you look into the kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
You know how that looks like,
Of
right?
course, of course.
So I'm sleeping, I'm trying to sleep. I'm seeing like a kaleidoscope, but it's all porno, fool. And it's like boom, boom, boom. Like, what the fuck? I keep waking up. I'm like, damn, what the hell's going on? Why am I tripping so much? So then I'm just like sitting there, and then I see someone, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is this fool doing? And then he crossed the side of my Jeep.
Yeah.
And he's like looking into my shit. So I'm like, am I tripping? And then I see him in my front window hitting his head on my window, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go up so he can see me. And I look at him, and then like, you know when like movies show aliens?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like all smoky, and it's like going like that. That's how I saw him, and I can see him breathing on my window. I was like, what the fuck? So I kind of get back. I'm like, oh hell no. So this fool's walking around, and then he dips, and I'm like,
Just some random.
yeah. And then, so then my head, I'm like, that didn't happen. I'm tripping, you know? So I'm like, let me get up. And I look outside, and Dre Day's homie, his name's Sean, he was sitting like on the futon on his phone, like
Chilling,
nothing.
chilling.
Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, there's no way that happened, and
Yeah.
that fool's just. So I started laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. And then that fool's like, did you see that fool? And I look at him, I'm like, wait. I was like, you saw him? He's like, yeah, he's right there. And I look, and he was at the next camp,
Doing the same thing.
doing the same thing to like some fucking little car. And I was like, oh damn, homie. I thought I was hallucinating. I'm gonna go sleep
That's
with the homie
crazy.
that's in the tent.
That's
So I
crazy.
close my Jeep, I lock it. Mind you, the air mattress that I had is probably like this big,
Yeah.
right? Because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be for me only.
For you, those singles,
so I'm like,
right?
cool. But the homie's already on it, so I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, scoot over, fool. So I sit down, right? And the homie's like, hey, dog.
Oh, wait, who's the big spoon? Who's the little spoon?
Damn, that's.
Oh, okay.
Nah, just like-
Don't get
we
the
were,
tail,
we
don't
were
get-
both back to the floor facing up. The homie's like, hey fool, I'm hella tripping. I'm like, what happened? He's like, look at my phone. And I was like, what? Where's your phone at? He's like, I threw it over there to the other side of the tent. I'm like, what the hell was over there like on the floor? So I grab it and I look at it, and he has a picture of his lady, and she's
Yeah.
like inside of like a flower field.
Yeah.
And I bullshit you not, bro.
Yeah.
Like she was like, I was like, oh shit. The homie's like, I told you, fool. I told you she's watching me. I was like, oh shit. So I put the phone down and we're just chilling, and then out of nowhere, bro, the tent lights up, fool. Boom. And I'm like, what the hell? And it looks like hella big. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell? And I look at the homie, I'm like, damn, what the hell's what's going on? I don't know. I think we're gonna take off.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the hell? Take off? I was like, let me get out of here. So I go and I grab the zipper to the tent, to the door, and I'm like, I'm gonna open it. So I go like this, and I'm just going like this. And I look at the homie, I'm like, I'm still doing this. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, hey fool, I can't open the door. And he's all like, I think we're in the wrong tent.
Tripping.
So then some red lights turn on, right? So then first like it was just all white lights, and then some red lights start blinking.
Yeah.
So I go back and I like lay back down, like the homies are laying like this, right? And I lay down next to him and I just lay like this, and I'm like, what the hell? And this is the homie did this. He's like this, and he goes, and he grabs my hand.
Yeah.
I look at him like, what the hell, fool? He's like, oh my bad, fool, I'm scared. So then I see like a little hole in the tent. I'm like, look, fool, there's a hole. And I go, there's the zipper. And I open it, and then our neighbor from behind us was right there. I was like, what's up with you, fool? He's like, I gotta take a piss. What you doing here, fool? Go take a piss in your own area. Get the fuck out of here. He took off running, fool, hella weird. Well, anyways, the whole get down.
Crazy.
The whole get down was, since we were the first people in, we were literally right next to the front. So they were sound checking the stage with the lights and the bass and all that. And we were just like, this is about to take off. So the next day we were like, hey homie, we're cool off.
We ain't doing it.
That's a one time, that's it, no more.
That's crazy, man.
That's like probably the funnest night that we was there, because it was just everything was animated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the homie, when we were walking around, we went to the hill, it's like a place where all the people kick it like at night, and we're just laying there like literally looking at the sky. And the homie's like, when we got up, he's like, hey dog, I'm like, what? He's like, I just saw a whole movie in the sky. I was like, what? He's like, hella dragons. I was like, oh, you're tripping, fool. But I mean, we're never gonna forget that in our lives. Like,
that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
But hey, that's Coachella.
That's Coachella. That's Coachella.
That's an aspect of Coachella.
Yeah, and I mean, and then the whole time we're having that trip, we're with someone that we've never met before.
Yeah. So you guys experienced all that together. Yeah. And how you mentioned, he even came down over here to San Diego to come.
Yeah, he came to kick with us before.
That's cool. So you guys made like a lifelong friendship.
Yeah. I mean, that's the homie. You know, I still talk to him. But yeah, it's dope, because I mean, I think whenever Coachella opens, I mean, if we do decide to go, if I hit him up, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go. He'd be like, because he had got tickets for the 2020, and we were already planning to meet up to go together.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's dope.
Okay, so right now, how you mentioned how Coachella was canceled 2020, right? Well, obviously, we all know the world was canceled, right?
The whole world got canceled.
Well, how did you feel when you found out that, hey, Coachella's canceled? And also, didn't they move it to October or something?
Yeah, initially they moved it. That was the email we got. Like, hey, your tickets are still good. It's gonna be in October. At the time, you don't know the seriousness of this pandemic. So you're like, all right, fuck it. I'm going in October. It is what it is. But then shit started going bad, and it even got to a point where you're like, I'm not gonna go Coachella. Like just yourself. You're like,
you're not gonna risk it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going. We'll sell our tickets, whatever. But then they canceled it. They're like, all right, it was canceled. And I was kind of happy that they did that because of what was going on. You feel me? Obviously.
I mean, we all understand why they canceled.
As a fan, you're like, oh, I wish I could go, but I'd rather them cancel it than to go and fucking be a super spreader.
Exactly.
So that was dope. I think Coachella's up to date with what's going on, and at times they represent a lot of the community. I mean, like they were gonna keep it going against guidelines.
Exactly.
What I'm saying. So I think it was dope that they canceled in my eyes, because I wasn't gonna go anyways. At that point, I was like, I'm not going. It is what it is. And a lot of people that I know that go a lot, they were the same boat. They're like, we're not going this year. Why risk it? You know?
Exactly. There's no point.
Yep.
So what are you looking forward to the future of Coachella? Like, what do you want to see?
Future of Coachella? If we end up keep going, I probably will go one more.
And call it quits.
I don't know, call it quits. Because if I see something like you say, like, let's say down the line, Weekend's been gone for a long, and then he's older and he's like, hey, I'm gonna do Coachella. I'm gonna go.
Or how about they do Up in Smoke 2? Episode 2 at Coachella.
I'm there. So it's like, because you go to Coachella, you think, what people think is like, oh, it's a bunch of teenagers to 30-year-olds just, fucking off. But I mean, you go and you see older people, you see kids. I mean, there's dudes with their kid, with the headphones so they won't hurt their ears. Yeah,
I remember seeing kids in strollers.
Yeah, because it's all ages.
Yeah, everything.
So their kids are free, they're under 5. You could go take your kid, but the campground is 18 and up. But I mean, for the future, I think it's gonna be dope because they got the money to do innovative shit. So I'm waiting to see what they do. You feel me? And it's not just Coachella; it's just
that makes a lot
concerts.
Of sense.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How they're gonna
maneuver it, because I mean, as the people, there's some people that don't give a fuck. There is. But there's also people that are like, yo, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna try to stay. So I think it's gonna change the dynamic of everyone wanting to be in the front. And now it's like everyone's gonna want to be like kind of spread out.
That makes
you know what I
sense.
mean? Because like the first year that we went, I don't know if I said this earlier, but our whole goal was like, let's get to the front, let's get to the front. And then you're just like, boom, boom, you're going wherever the crowd's going.
Yeah, you're just
so then
starting.
the second year we went, I told my girl like, hey, let's just sit in the back. Fuck it. You're gonna see the concert still. You're still chilling. So we started just sitting, not too far in the back, but just more back.
Well, you had some space.
Exactly. You know, you gotta go to the bathroom. It ain't a big deal. Like,
I think that's how we saw Beyonce.
Yeah.
But we were all in the back. Yeah.
And it was still a dope show.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me mention this. The music was so loud that night. That Diva song came out, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, man. I was like, Mike Will made that beat. So I said something like that. But it was so loud. You were like, what? Like, what are you talking about, right? And you were like, we don't get it. Like, what are you talking about, right? And I was like, yeah, Mike Will made that beat, right? You're like, oh, I thought you said your girl made that beat. I was like, what would my girl?
Hey, to mention, just a side note, the homie that I was with was singing every song. I was like, damn, dog, like, did let us know how you really feel. Did you really cover Beyonce?
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
It was talking about, was it me, myself, and I? Who hurt you, bro?
No, relax. I know you just cried yesterday for the weekend. You gotta cry for Beyonce too, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that because that always stayed in my mind, the whole thing of my girl made that beat. Like, no, Mike Will made that beat.
And the crazy thing is, people say that was the best Coachella performance ever.
Wow, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I think she was the first. I think she might be the first woman to close it or something like that. I'm not sure.
And also, well, I know I saw like a documentary of it where
She
like
did do a
everything, everything that she did towards it, like the orchestra, and everything.
So
So yeah, I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And Jig came out too. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yep. But I'll tell you one person you gotta go watch.
Okay.
Coldplay.
Coldplay. They're awesome.
They're dope.
Okay.
They're like the English version of Mana.
Oh wow.
You ever been to Mana concert?
Of course. Wait, were you there the last time with Mana?
Probably. I think I've been to the last 2 times Mana came.
I think I saw you there. I think yeah. Yeah, I think we went to Mana together. Yeah. All right, man. So I want to thank you for sharing your experiences of Coachella.
Thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the king of Coachella.
King of Coachella. I'm saying he's the king of Coachella.
Look at me. I got the homies sweater on. Who got the Coachella shirt?
All day.
Can't even, you know what I mean?
Hey, dear Slim. I'm a stand. You know? So, do you have any shout-outs?
Shout out to you. Shout out to the homie right here. Shout out to the homie on my sweater.
What about that cool hat, that cool Padre hat?
Padre
Shout out to the Padres.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out Tatis. You know what I mean? Give us some season tickets though. Since you blew up the price.
And at least win us one World Series.
That's it. That's
At least one.
Look, honestly, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm a sports fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'm a baseball. I love baseball. So when the Chargers left, it did hurt me, but not really, because I'm not into. But if the Padres win the World Series, you're gonna see me cry.
I remember I cried in '98 when my Padres lost the World Series.
You got swept.
Yo, for years, for like a decade, I hated the Yankees until I finally got over it. But shout out to the Padres.
Yeah.
I hope you guys winning, and that's a dope hat.
Shout out to the homies that go to Coachella with me. I took a couple people. Some people were there one-timers, and that was it. Never want to go back.
Oh wow. Yeah.
They just didn't like it. And then other people that they start growing me every year.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
Yep.
Well, shout out to Matty Chains. Shout out to In-N-Out.
The best burgers in the world.
Right, all day. Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to all the people who love Coachella.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's true. Shout out to everyone that goes and makes it what it is. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's people from around the whole world.
Mm-hmm. If you want to follow Matty Chains, I'm gonna put his Instagram right here. Hit him up. He's hella dope.
Go for the raffles.
There you go.
Get into my raffles.
There you go. Yeah, you be doing the raffle. Yeah. Yo, hit him up. You'll get something. You'll win something. That's dope.
I don't know if you're gonna win, but you have a chance to win. There. I don't want to say you're gonna win.
Make sure you follow this man. Yeah, he be raffling some cool stuff. Shout out to all the San Diegans. Shout out to everybody from Spring Valley.
Yep.
Right.
Spring Valley, the swap meet, baby.
There you go.
Shout out to the homie OJ the Great too.
There you go.
Follow him too.
Shout out to OJ the Great.
That's it. The rest of you motherfuckers gotta shout me out though.
There you go.
I would shout some homies out, but they don't want to be shout out, so they're supposed to be here, but they probably wouldn't fit anyways.
Yeah. Hey, we also want to get another one of our homies to sit down with us.
Yeah.
So
stop being scary.
You know who you are. we want you here.
He's not on Instagram right now, so
okay.
I'm about to send this to his email.
Okay, there you go. We appreciate you watching. Thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
Thanks.
Damn, what the hell?
It went down the wrong pipe.
That shit stuck right there. I can feel it.